Welcome to Martin Survival. Today I'm going to show you step by step in how to make an arrow. So stick around, we got a great show coming up. The first thing I want to go over is different tools and different materials that I'm going to be using. And understanding the materials you are using is absolutely critical in making an arrow. But before that, I just want to say all the skills you are going to see me use today have been tried, they have been tested throughout the years, and Native peoples in Southern California and throughout the world have used this for so many years. So this is nothing new. This has been tried, it's been tested, and it's also been lived upon. Native peoples in Southern California relied upon these skills to secure meat and feed themselves along with their family. So acknowledging that and giving the proper credit where credit is due is very important in my opinion. And just like you guys, I'm learning every single day. I'm learning different tricks, and I'm also furthering my education in primitive skills. And I think it's important to pass this stuff down to you. Now, the material that I'm going to use for this arrow is mule fat. Now, this is just a demonstration, so I'm going to make this fairly long. My mule fat arrow is going to be a little bit longer than I would usually make it. With mule fat, it works excellent for a jackrabbit, squirrel, different birds. Works very good for. The reasoning being is it's a light wood, so it's going to cut through the atmosphere with a tremendous amount of speed. However, since it's such a light wood, it's not going to have the impact like something like arrowweed does. Arrowweed has a nice tight growth ring. It's also a hard, dense wood, so keep that in consideration. Whatever animal you're going for, you know, accommodate with the wood and the materials you're using. Indian peoples, they hunted all over these mountains. There was not one stone that was unturned. They would go all throughout this area in order to feed their families. So definitely a high amount of respect for previous cultures. Now for the tools that I'm going to be using, I am going to use a stone tip. So I have a bunch of arrowheads in this leather pouch that I made. And I'll choose the proper tip for the arrow that I'm going to be shooting and demonstrating for you guys today. I am going to use my Swiss Army knife. Specifically, the metal file. This comes in handy. Now I have used stone tools, just like past cultures have used. I've used obsidian, I've used sandstones, I've used chert, used even quartz. All three work very, very well depending on, once again, what material you're using. You have to accommodate for that. I'm also going to be using sandpaper. In traditional times, of course, they did not have this, so they would use shark skin, granite, or sandstone. This comes in handy. I'm going to be using sinew, turkey feathers. In traditional times, they would use hawks and eagles. However, in today's current modern age, it is illegal, so I have to accommodate with turkey feathers. Those will work excellent. I'm also going to be using an antler tine, and I'll show you how this is used in just a second here. Another important tool is my knife. I prefer to use a nice thin knife with a Scandi grind, and I want this razor sharp to where it splits hair. That's important. Always have your knives cared for and maintain. So without further ado, what I want to start is taking the bark off of this arrow shaft. Let's go ahead and get started with that right now.